Hello. Hello, my name is Amanda Garrison, and I'm a fourth grade teacher at Drexel Elementary. I'm here to talk about an online lesson planning book called Planbook. It has been relatively easy for me to utilize throughout the school year, and I think it's going to be beneficial to teachers from kindergarten all the way up through 12th grade. I'm going to go ahead and tell you some of the features that it has that I know that the county and administrators specifically will appreciate. There is a way for principals to view it. Administrators and teachers now have the ability to provide feedback and comments while reviewing teacher plans. All they have to do is click the More and Comments, and there is a standards reporting for both teachers and principals and administrators. Something new that's coming within Planbook is that they're going to allow districts to be able to do that as well. So from the district level, you'll be able to pull up the standards that are taught in that specific grade level by that teacher or by that school, and seeing how many times they're being taught as well. I'm going to go ahead and jump right in and start a lesson for you and show you how that's done. So if you go to the Science Social Studies right here, I'm going to click on here, and I have already created my classes, and that is easy to do. You just go to Classes. As you see here, you can add a class, and then class name, you can pick the time, change the color, do all those things in there. It's very, very simple. So I'm going to go back to my lesson plans, and as you see, this toolbar here on the left, or excuse me, on the right, helps you go to whatever you need to within the program. So we'll go to our lesson plans for Thursday. I'm going to edit lesson, okay, and I'm going to do a lesson on kinetic and potential energy. Okay, and then in here I can type or write my I can, I will statements for my administrator to view. I can do my groups if I wanted to for this particular thing, or my small groups. I can talk, do my essential question in here. Do my objectives. I can write all the things that I would normally write in a paper pencil plan book. But the great feature about this is having the ability to link things and to put things in there for my principal to see that I'm going to be doing or using within my lesson. So one of the things that I've done is created a Zaption to go along with my lesson. So I'm going to go ahead and include that so that my principal can see that I'm using technology in my lesson plans. So I'm going to paste that in there, click enter, and it is now in there as a link for my principal to be able to click on and view. Also, I have a video that the program is asking me to use. So I'm going to go ahead and put that video on here. And it's, of course, a YouTube video. I might put that on Zaption just for sake of not having students see the ads and that type of thing, which is one of the great features about Zaption. And another wonderful thing is that I can upload anything from my computer. So uploading is an easy task to do within my computer, so if I needed to do that. But of course, we're all switched over to Google using Google Drive, so that's not the way I want to go. All of my items are in Google Drive, and so I'm going to pull up my Google Drive. Give me just a minute. There it comes. Okay, now instead of going through each one of my file folders or scrolling through all the things that I have within my Google Drive, all I have to do is type in speed, and then the things that I need will start to pop up. And there we go. So I have a journal, a speedometry journal that I've created for my students, an online journaling tool that they can use for this particular assignment. So it's going to be added on there. And I'm going to go ahead, because this particular lesson I'm doing comes with its own plans, which I received right along with my Hot Wheels set that I got this year. So I'm going to add that on there so that my principal will be able to look that up and look on there and see what I'll be doing. She knows I'm doing kinetic and potential energy, so she can look at that lesson plan, which covers several days. I can also add my homework in here that the students would have. I can attach that in the same form and fashion that I did during my lesson, and I can also write notes. As a principal, will be able to write notes on here too about, maybe perhaps about that I need to reteach something for the students, whatever lesson that I'm working on, or particular students having a problem, or I have a concern about a student. I might write that in there so that I will have a note in there that I can look back on. Now let's go to standards. Standards are extremely easy to add on this program. You add standards, and I'm already in science, so let's just pick this one. I'm going to click on that. As you can see, you click on it, and it turns it this light shade of blue. That means you've picked that one. You click apply, and it pulls up there. Add standards. Let's go back in. Okay, so now I want to add some standards from our Common Core. So we're going to go in here, and I'm going to add speaking and listening, because this is a big thing that they'll be doing during this, is some speaking and listening skills. So we'll go in, we're going to put in 4.1 because we're going to do some one-on-one and some groups, and of course some teacher-led items going on there. And I'm going to pick that one. I'm also going to pick, let's go down here and pick 4.4, report on a topic or text, and they're going to recount their experience in an organized manner. And so those are the ones I'm going to pick with that. And then, of course, we're going to do some writing with this as well. So let's go back in here. Let's pick the writing out. And let's see, we're going to do 4.2. Let's see, I'm going to do the first one, and I'm going to do 4.7 right here, because they're going to conduct a short project during this thing, short research project, and then I'm going to apply those. Oh, voila, they're all there. Oh, you know what? I really don't want to do this one, so I'm going to remove this one. I really don't think that that's going to be one I'm going to have them work on. We don't have time for research, right? So let's get rid of that. Oh, you know what? I've changed my mind. You just go back in and add it. It's pretty simple. Okay, so that is pretty much it. And you click save, and it's all there. Well, you know what? The day of my lesson plans, I'm like, oh, you know, I don't really remember what I was going to do there. What was that YouTube video about? Let me go back in there and click on that. Oh, and it pops right up. Extremely easy. And now let's go back to the plan book. So all of those things appear, and this is my week right now that I'm on. So that's what it would look like for my principal. And this is what I had last week. And my principal came in, and this is what she saw. Of course, I worked in small groups, reading A to Z with a book called Volcanoes, and all of my attachments are here. My worksheets are here, everything from my principal to see, all the things that I would use. And my students pull this up and write on it using a program called DocHub, so it's all paperless. So extremely easy for them, easy to train them to do that. And the quiz is on here as well, everything and how I'm going to assess my students, discussion questions that I'm going to use. So if I pull them back in small group, or if I want to have them do it within their group, I might have them do it with a partner, so on. And then, of course, there are the lesson plans that come with it through Reading A to Z as well, if I needed to use those and look those up. And then, of course, there's my experiment I was doing this week. All of this is fairly easy for the principal to see and to view. Let's go over here, and I want to show you one more thing. The standards. So if you click on standards, it shows the standards that are taught over there to the right and how many times they're taught and viewed. View all. There we go. I do a lot of draw evidence from literary informational texts, teaching science and social studies. So a principal can see all those things and know how many times I've taught that or covered it, or what I haven't covered for the school year. And there are also units. You can plan units. I haven't really done units or worked with that, but as you can see, you can add units and then add your classes in too. I just typically have worked with the lesson plan portion of it. That says it all for Planbook. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, and I would be happy to share more about it. Thank you so much.